Hi everyone, it is Michael here from Brutus Monroe, and today we are going to talk about the different glaze mediums that Brutus Monroe offers, kind of their properties, what they do, and the difference between them, so you can make a really informed decision on what mediums you want to use on your projects, whether it be card making, mixed media, or scrapbook layouts. Whatever your forte is, we have something for you. So let's go ahead and jump right down and start with a product called Candy Coat. This is a newer product from Brutus Monroe, and it currently comes in 5 different colors. So we have green, we have yellow, we have purple, we have pink, and we have teal. It comes in a cute little jar, and it's a spreadable medium. It has some chunks into it. It's iridescent flakes that are inside it. So I'm just going to spread a couple on a piece of paper so you can see what it looks like as it comes out. So you just take a little bit kind of on the bottom of a palette knife. You can do this through a stencil, or you can just spread it right onto a project. So that's the yellow, and that's what it's going to look like when you first get it out of the jar. Now it's not going to dry that way. I'm going to show you what this looks like dry in just a minute. But I do want to put a couple colors next to one another so you can see. This is the purple. The purple has more glitter in it as well. So they each kind of have a little bit of a different look, and not just the same thing in different colors. So that's another advantage of this product, is that you kind of get different choices based upon what color you're using. And then this is the pink. So it looks kind of opaque, kind of milky when you first put it onto your paper, which is okay, and it looks nice. But the real magic is once it has dried. So this is all of the colors. So we have the yellow, the purple, the pink, the teal, and the green would be all of these. And as you can see, that sparkle of the iridescence just really radiates off the paper, and it adds texture as well. So it's not just like a flat medium. It's not just, sparkle. It's textured, it's raised, it adds a lot of interest to your projects, and it's different than anything else that you can really find out there. So that is the Candy Coat, and truly it almost gives your projects a candy coating. So that's kind of where the name came from with that. Now, we also have a product called Glitter Glaze. Now, Glitter Glaze, you might think, has a similar effect as the Candy Coat, but it's a little different. Whenever you open the Glitter Glaze, you will actually be able to see the finished color, because this has a clear base, where the Candy Coat has a white, like milky base. So we're going to swatch out a couple of these colors here. So this one is called Scarlet, which is red, and this is the Fuchsia, which is a purple. This one is called Fallen Snow. It's an iridescent. And then we have Hyacinth, which is a blue, much like a hyacinth flower. So let's take another piece of paper and our palette knife, and we're going to take a little bit on the bottom, and I'm just going to spread this across the paper. And again, the same thing, you can put this through a stencil, or you can just spread it directly onto your project, whatever works for you. So we have the red, we have the blue, we'll put a little bit of the purple. And this has almost like it's like a jelly-like consistency. It's not super thin, but it's not too thick. So it spreads really nice, but it also can hold its shape. And like I said, the clear base is really helpful in determining which type of glitter. So now the Fallen Snow color is one that's kind of interchangeable. So you can use it just like it's as it is, plain, and you'll get that really pretty iridescent finish once it dries. Or you can take that and mix it through other colors. And then you'll turn that regular purple or regular blue into more of an iridescent finish. So you can layer these together and spread them how you like. And it kind of, the fallen snow gives you the opportunity to create new colors. So where you might have only had 2 colors to start with, now you can have 3, 4, however you want to mix them together on your paper. And as you can see, so that's the regular fallen snow. These are the regular colors in the center, and then this at the bottom is all 3 of them mixed together. So that's what those look like right as you put them on. It does take a little time to dry. You know, you're going to want to let it sit for a few hours, maybe even overnight, depending on the climate that you're in. But once they are dry, I have all of these swatches here to show you. So this color here, this is the fallen snow. This is the scarlet red that we used. This is the fuchsia. And then this one is the hyacinth. So depending on how thick or how thin you spread it, you can get just a little bit of glitter or a lot of it of glitter. So for instance, I did the red with a really full coverage, and then I did this green color with a little bit less. So you can still see some of the color popping through at the bottom. So those are the glitter glaze colors, and they just add such a fantastic finish to any project. So moving right along, we will talk about the third medium we have, and this is called Chroma Glaze. So basically what this is, it's a colorful medium. It does have a milky base, but when it dries in a translucent way. So you can kind of see through it a little bit. And this also comes in metallic colors. So today we're going to show you brass and silver, but there's also gold and there's also copper in the metallics. So we have yellow here. And all of these do have a little disc inside that protects the seal when you're not using them so they don't dry out at all. And this is a little bit of a thinner consistency than the other glazes, but it works just the same. You can spread it right on to your paper. You can spread this through a stencil, whatever you like. So that's the yellow. And then we have the blue. And you can always add more. So I would recommend starting out with a less amount and then add more as needed and smooth it out as you see fit. So that is the yellow and the blue. And then the brass is going to look a little different. It almost has like a grayish tone when it's in the jar and it's still wet. But when I show you what it looks like dry, it's not going to look gray whatsoever. So that's the brass. And then this is the silver, which is also going to have a lighter gray color to start with. But when it dries, it will be a silvery finish. Okay, so that is our Chroma Glaze. And it looks just kind of boring. It almost looks like pudding on your paper to start, but that's when it's wet. But once it dries, it looks like this. It's shiny, it's translucent. You can see these metallics. So this is our silver, and this is our brass. These are the two colors we used. And this is the yellow, and this is the blue. But we also have greens, orange, there are pinks, there are reds. There's a whole variety of these. The other really cool property that you can use Chroma Glaze with is foil. So this would work in the same manner that a duo gel would work with foiling. So you could do the same thing through a stencil and pop your foil over it. And it will heat up, and the foil will adhere to your Chroma Glaze. So that, my friends, are all of the different gel glazing mediums that we carry and the differences between them. So you can make a decision or use them all. They work really great together too on any project that you might have.